everyone, and welcome to Web3 TV. I'm Lisa Amnegard, and today we are at AI Wednesday, hosted by Coinvesting Capital and Hero.io. I'm joined right now by Vit, president of Liberland, so thank you so much for joining me.
Great to be with you, Lisa.
How's the event been for you so far?
A very nice event, and we're exploring all these technologies and how to utilize them in our governance. All these ideas of building new agents and creating blockchain ecosystem on top of it. It's very interesting for us because we are ourselves utilizing these technologies already in some sort. So it's all part of our quest to build the most intelligent government on the planet.
Yeah, no, of course, and the UAE has been very progressive when it comes to regulation and frameworks. So what has Liberland done, and what are your thoughts around regulation and governance?
We're really trying to create free environment, but also environment where the laws are very simple, but we make people accountable. It's not like there is no regulation, there is very simple regulation for stuff that we are doing. Basically the main regulation is that you don't want to steal from your fellow citizens, and we have a system of merits. If some people do something bad, they have something to lose immediately. But we're trying to keep the amount of regulation very limited, so that the businesses can thrive as much as possible.
And which type of industries do you see AI and Web3 benefiting the most?
Well, in Liberland, we do have a number of very exciting startups. Very recently, with introduction or with the last vote in our elections, Justin Sun has won the election actually. So we now have been introduced also to the big part of Tron ecosystem, which is very innovative. And there are many interesting AI blockchain initiatives within that ecosystem. But there are now more than 300 other companies in Liberland that are doing different type of research. One of them is actually mine personally. It's called Liberland Robotics, and we are expanding now, also working with different companies around the world to build humanoid robots and make them smart.
So where does this interest come from?
Well, my interest in this personally is that it's the future, and it's the future for governance as well as for many repetitive tasks that people simply don't have to do. And yes, it's reality. Maybe in 5 years, many of the labor work that we are having to do right now will be replaced by robots. And I think it's very good to be invested in that future.
Yeah, especially when it comes to healthcare, the robots could perform surgeries. What other industries do you think robots could do potentially groundbreaking?
For us, utilizing agents, for example, and having them in advisory role for now, or what we are very advanced in already, utilizing AI in the justice system, which is quite exciting. So we are not completely going to rely on robots, but the first round of settlement between the two parties can literally be arranged by AI, right? And if the parties don't agree, then they actually appeal to higher court, and that higher court right now in Liberland is 2 humans and 1 AI. So the 2 humans can outvote the AI, or the AI can side with one of the humans. So this is the court system that we have built, and everything is built on top of our custom blockchain that is running whole Liberland.
That's amazing. That's fascinating to learn. I wanted to ask you also, recently with Trump having won the recent U.S. election and going out and stating that he wants to be the crypto superpower and a crypto-friendly president, how do you think other countries should stand when you have a country wanting to be so dominant in this space?
I think it's a challenge for other countries to keep up. But on the other hand, U.S. is extremely bureaucratic, and even with the great people, and by the way, a lot of our citizens are directly involved in this new Doge community, or Doge agency that Elon Musk and Ron Paul, for example, are planning to run. Ron Paul is I would say, one of the most famous citizens of Liberland. So I'm very excited that we, as a nation, are directly involved in this transition of U.S. from overly bureaucratic country into something more reasonable. But still the challenge is big, right? The bureaucracy and the vested interest in this perverted system in many ways. It's so big, I think it's going to be a challenge for even those big minds to be able to reform that system. So I'm not afraid that it's going to be direct competition to Liberland immediately, but I'm happy, contrary, I'm actually happy Things are sliding more towards the freedom, towards more rational system of governance now finally in US as well.
And sort of keeping up with the times, because when it comes to Bitcoin and Web3, it's not going away. It's sort of trying to see how the Web2 world can work with the Web3 world and make it a better place for everyone.
But like, think about how much innovation we have done technologically in the last couple of decades. And also consider that there has been no innovation almost whatsoever in the area of governance, right? There was an American Revolution, and that was it, like when it comes to institutions. But of course, we need to innovate also ideologically on the way that we govern our societies. But technologically, we have completely misused the Department for Motor Vehicles in the United States is literally a medieval institution where you have to wait multiple days to get anything done, right? We are in this age where the countries are torturing people for years to transfer the property in the land register and waiting for 5 people to stamp something, while all of these things can be transferred just like NFTs in a split of second. There is no need to torture people. Torture the bureaucrats that have to sit in that office and doing work for nothing. Torture the people that are waiting for something to get done in order so they can get their business running. So I think there is enormous amount of energy that we can release with just a little bit smarter system of governance and system of registry, justice system, budgeting, right? It's crazy how much money in Pentagon is unaccountable. Nobody knows how many billions went where. In the age when you can run blockchain accounting, everything can be auditable on spot. You don't have to have these crazy hidden budgets. Everything can be done transparent, and that's what we have done in Liberland. Right now, if you decide to pay taxes in Liberland, you can actually trace your money all the way to the place they ended up. And not just that, you're actually getting something back. You are getting the shares of your country back, which is, I think, another very important thing.
That's I never knew that at all. I just wanted to ask. So the UAE announced today, I believe, that they announced a new UAE e-currency as a stable coin that is backed to the UAE dirham. Is this something that Liberland will also start doing?
We do have a very nice project based on a protocol money on chain. Right now it's running on top of Bitcoin, and it's very smart synthetic stable coin running on top of Bitcoin. I really like the protocol, and I'm working now hard with our developers to transition it to our chain. So our Liberland stable coin will be completely synthetic. There will be no euros, no dollars backing it. Yet it will be actually backed by Liberland currency, which is Liberland dollar, as well as Liberland share, which is Liberland merit.
Okay.
And this protocol is really smart. It's based on over-collateralization, and if people panic, start selling it, the collateral actually goes up. So it's kind of bulletproof system, but you really don't have to have any stable underlying assets in order to run this stable coin, and it's one of those very important projects for next year that I would like to finish.
Well, I'm excited to see when it's launched. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Lisa. A great pleasure on my side.
And thank you so much for watching. I'll be bringing you more interviews. I'm Lisa Amnegard, and you're watching Web3 TV.